Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Stream in Terror. Today, I'm joined by Lone Wolf.
Hey, guys.
And Mr. R.
How's it going?
And so we've got a narrator and a writer/artist on the stream today. Gotta change things up, kind of. Now that Mr. R's not been on here before. Not once.
What is this? Some kind of like gaming stream or something? I don't know where I am. I'm an old man. I just kind of stumbled into this on that thing you kids called the Discord.
I can just see you walking around blindly. I don't know what I'm doing.
What do you kids talk about on here? Video games or pornography or something? I don't even know.
Close enough horror. We talk about horror things, scary things.
Oh, that's the devil's work. You kids better watch out with those horror movies. Those horror movies and your Super Mario Brothers and your Alice Cooper 8-track cassettes.
8-track cassettes. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You kids with your motorcycles and your Nirvana.
Horror on the Rocks donated 199 cents, so I'm kind of right. Hey, you brain tab holes, enjoy. That's a Baldur's Gate reference. He's playing Baldur's Gate, we've been talking about it. I need to figure out how to get that to come onto the screen. I just keep forgetting. It involves work and I don't have time. I'm a workaholic. Apparently Sydney had an Alice Cooper on 8-track. She actually had it. Nice. 8-tracks were before my time.
I've been meaning to, so I am my wife is Chinese and she hasn't seen like any horror movies ever apparently. And so I've been trying to introduce her to some, and we watched The Frighteners recently. And I've been meaning to show her Prince of Darkness, which actually features our boy Alice as a demonic homeless person. And also stars the incredible and unparalleled Donald Pleasance.
Devil homeless man. Sorry, that's where I'm still stuck at. It's a devil's homeless man.
Yes, he's a demonic homeless person who's possessed by the Antichrist. For those of you who don't know, Prince of Darkness is like John Carpenter's extremely underrated movie about the end of the world, religion, and quantum physics, and it features demonic homeless people. It's a blast. It's just wonderful.
Sounds so weird. I want to watch the FNAF movie. I'm not going in with the expectation it's going to be any good, but I still want to go. Still want to watch it.
FNAF, is that some band you children are into today?
Sort of. Legit, sort of.
Yeah.
I mean, they play instruments. They have fun times.
Is that video game my grandson is always playing?
Might be, though. Truth be told, the fact that kids picked that up kind of always made me a little iffy about it, because I mean, it's not like the scariest game in the world, but I'm like, it's still a horror game, guys. Like,
It's
really...
kind of it's almost too late for a movie, because it's like we've already like parodied it and we've already like poked all the holes that we can in like the structure of the whole setup where some dude's just in an office and he can only use so much power. Like, it's been analyzed to death. So I don't know if a movie's really what the series needs, but I mean, whatever.
Probably.
I never played much FNAF because I was just too fucking old by that point. But Well, I don't know. I'm like 26, 27. I'm getting married. It's just not really a thing on my mind. If I'd been 14 or 15, I would have been an insufferable fan of Five Nights. But it was just after my time, just after my time.
You make yourself sound so old, and yet you're younger than me. I watched other people play it. That's how you do it.
Well, see, the problem is that like the problem is that like I've been in graduate school, and then I've been married, and then I've been insanely clinically depressed, and then somebody died, and at this point I'm just sitting here on Twitter and it's like, there's this thing called Genshin Impact, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
To be fair, you're not missing anything. It's
got anime girls, and I'm like, well, shit, so does Cowboy Bebop. You kids know what that is, right? I feel like my dad, like in a crowd of people, just like walking around with a little alms cup, like, does anybody want to talk about stuff that I know about? Reference for the old. I don't know, man. I don't know anything about any of that whatnot.
I don't know anything about you all new timers. No, I just want to play my video games on my old school games.
What kills me? Well, see, what kills me is the two things that survived my childhood were like Dragon Ball Z, which I just don't watch anymore, and Pokemon, which I never got into. So I'm completely fucked. That's true. It's like, I don't know. I kind of miss Yu Yu Hakusho. I liked watching that as a kid. I liked watching Rurouni Kenshin, even though the artist later turned out to be a terrible person.
Sorry, which one?
Like Trigun.
Oh, did he? Did he end up?
Yeah, apparently the guy who drew Rurouni Kenshin turned out to have a hard drive full of illegal material. Oh. So, yeah, I was really disappointed to hear that too. That's a pretty boss series too.
It was. I will never forget Freckles.
I love that song. It's phenomenal.
It's such a good song.
Da, 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 da.
Does not go with the anime at all, though.
No, but that's why it's awesome. Just like the original Full Metal Alchemist, the show was an absolute dumpster fire. Not Brotherhood, because that's really good, but like the very first one they aired, plot is a dumpster fire. Soundtrack, holy shit. Well, what a fucking soundtrack.
Because they had no clue where they were going in the manga. They beat the manga and then guessed where things were going.
And boy, did they fucking guess wrong.
Yeah, I know.
You thought the Garlic Jr. saga was weird. You thought that Virtual World in Yu-Gi-Oh was out of place. Holy shit, you should watch like the last half of the original Full Metal Alchemist. It just goes off the freaking rails.
Yeah, it really does. I watched all of both series actually. I watched Brotherhood. Brotherhood was way superior. It
of course
felt what's the word I'm looking for? Complete would be correct, but not quite right either. Coherent? Yeah, coherent. I use fancy words sometimes. So you guys have any plans for Halloween?
I have to actually work on Halloween, so
oh god,
we're kind of doing our thing this weekend. Yeah, we already watched Alien. My wife liked Alien. I don't know what else we're gonna watch. I'm thinking we're gonna watch Corpse Bride at some point. I really like Corpse Bride. And the thing is, didn't like that movie at all the first time I saw it, but it's kind of grown on me over the years.
That's fair.
To the degree that now this is heresy. I kind of like it a little bit better than The Nightmare Before Christmas. It's got more structure to it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, but you can't beat all the songs. So many songs.
Okay. Yes, there are 2 songs in Corpse Bride that are great. There's like 5 in Nightmare Before Christmas that are great, including the opening song, which beats everything. So yeah, I guess that's true.
It's my Christmas. I need to watch, or my Halloween and Christmas. It can be Christmas too.
I just call Halloween Goth Christmas. It basically is.
Yeah, it really is. You got any plans, Lone Wolf?
And I like that. I like that. Just kind of separating Halloween from both religion and commercialism and just making it a holiday for people of a particular subculture. I like it. I think it's a good idea. It's a place where horror fans can come together and wish each other the best tidings and sentiments for the new year.
Merry
As winter comes. As winter comes and the ISCD walk the earth again.
Welcome, September Dragon Audio. Welcome. So, do you have any plans, Lone Wolf, for Halloween?
A bit. I'm mostly just making a special video on my channel. Still trying to put it together right now. So it's a little bit of a hassle, but I'm hoping to get it together before Tuesday.
Yeah, I get that. Always
Yeah.
when you try and get those stupid specials together, you're like, God damn it crashed again. God damn it, there's too many lines. God damn. Why isn't
Well,
the
it's not really
music
that
working?
for me. It's not really like that for me. For me, it's just a simpler premiere, and the biggest hassle is trying to get people to send me stuff.
Fair.
Because like a lot of the time, I'll try and reach out to people, and they'll be like, "Yeah, I'll do it," and then I give them like my list of terms, but then like they disappear on me. I tell them like, "Send me something by this time," and they don't do it. And then I try to reach out to them, and they don't answer their messages.
I get that. That happens all the freaking time. I know when you messaged me, I got back to you pretty fast. I had a pretty good
Yes, you
idea.
did.
When it's something I don't have to record, it's just something that's in my vault. I'm like, okay, I'll just do some digging. Hold on 1 second. Let me pull up my spreadsheet. You want something that doesn't have swearing, something that's only this long. Okay, so I can only use these ones. I even have how long the read is and everything on it. Like, there is a full list of things that I have. I am so organized because if I wasn't, everything would be on fire, including the computer.
Awesome.
Gotta be organized, otherwise it becomes too quickly chaotic. And I also split everything up by years too, so if I know what year I need to look in, I can quickly go check that out too.
Yeah.
Be an organized mess. It's my dream.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Halloween week done, but instead of it being, God damn you, Furnace, stop. Shh, it's okay. It's okay, Furnace. It's just being really loud right now. I'm trying to get Halloween week done, but it's every other day, so I only have to do 4 videos, and I'm still failing at it. So it's just like, there is a video going up today. It's going to be at 7 o'clock for reads, and I'm thinking my time, which is 9 o'clock Central or Eastern Standard Time, and then I'm thinking the other one, I'm going to try to get that one up as soon as I can. Today got really, just chaotic days. It's been chaotic 2 days, so all my plans got foiled by someone throwing a giant shoe into my life.
Oh.
Yeah, giant shoe. It's pretty bad right now, but it is what it is. Nothing I can do about it right in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any plans for November?
Not really. Mostly just more video making, just generic. Well, not generic. Just regular creepypastas and also some SCPs.
Ooh. Oh, I do love me some SCPs. SCPs are pretty
Yeah,
interesting.
I'm just starting to get into that.
I looked at it, and my only problem with it is, for me, was just trying to piece everything together and make it sound really interesting when you're reading it. Was the only thing. I was like, I don't think I could do this justice, so I think I'll just let this be. because I was looking through the wiki and trying to get like info on it and start with something, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I actually can do this. So, but they're super interesting. There's a few channels I've seen that do SCPs, and they do them really, really well too.
Yeah. I was hoping to get a few more viewers from the SCP community.
Just wait. You might be able to. I don't know if there's a subreddit or anything with SCPs that might work better.
Maybe.
Because that'd be a good place if you can post the videos there and get more eyes on it. Problem is, Twitter is not as friendly when it comes to posting videos like it used to, because now if you're not paying for the premium, they suppress your posts. I found out. Unless you...
Wait, so I can't link a video?
You can link it, but they won't show it as freely as if you were paying for the premium.
That's dumb.
From what Elon Musk paid way too much money for the thing. He's got to get his money back, and then he bombed the damn thing, and now he's trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, that's frustrating.
Yeah. It used to be a great place. Instagram's also a really good one too. Just post your what I do is I post my thumbnail, then put all your little descriptions, put your hashtags, and then just put a YouTube link in there as well, and I'll get some. Actually, I've gotten some traffic, I think, from there, so it does help.
Yeah. Because I do stuff on Instagram, but I don't do like hashtags or YouTube links, so maybe I should start doing that again.
Yeah, it just Instagram's become a little more friendly to people, and trying to get away from Facebook isn't working. And then they made Threads, I think is the Twitter equivalent, I think. I mean,
Threads?
X. Yeah, so Facebook made Threads that's supposed to be like Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it, and I don't know if it worked. I think it bombed, to be honest. I don't know if it still exists or not. It's funny because they always like bring out all this new stuff, and then the old things just keep going because everyone just knows what they know and want to use what they know.
Unless you are MySpace, then you just die one day for no reason. You just die.
But Tom is my friend. Tom will always be my friend. His name was Tom, right? Was it Tom?
I don't know. All I know is MySpace got old and then it just fucking died. LiveJournal, same thing with LiveJournal. It just fucking died.
MySpace came back and then died again.
I don't remember the comeback. I just remember everybody had a MySpace, and I had one, and I never really did anything with it, and then it just fucking died.
Because Facebook came out, and Facebook was superior, I guess. It's just, I remember people like having the whole like, oh, if you want to be in my top 8, you better do this on my MySpace, and it's just like, that's so stupid.
No. Yeah, no, fuck you.
I'm gonna
do what I want to do.
This song on my MySpace. So
in the words of Wendy O, it's my life, and I'll do what I want to do.
It's now or never. I think I've messed up that joke.
But yeah, good old Facebook. That shit was bigger than Jesus when I was in college, and now everybody hates it. And it's really just a competition of who we hate more, the Zuckster or Daddy Elon.
You have a point.
The robot or the lizard man.
We need a robot lizard man, and then everyone will hate him.
See, my wife is Asian, and she has this theory. I can't remember. I think Mark Zuckerberg's wife is Chinese. I will probably be corrected on this. I can't quite remember. But my wife, who is Chinese, theorized that Mark Zuckerberg is actually a robot constructed by his wife and that's why she's always with him, because she's his handler, and she just kind of sits in the background while he like testifies to Congress or whatever. I can assure everyone that Facebook does not steal data, but everything is encrypt, 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 and she just reaches forward with a little screwdriver and puts it in the back of his neck. Encrypted. She just kind of follows him around and irons out his glitches. But yeah, robots versus lizard people. That's basically the internet.
You're not wrong.
Cenobites and Jacobites. That's Twitter.
Mm. Ow. Don't hit your hand on the desk, it hurts. That's a pro tip for you guys. If you hit your hand on desks, it hurts.
I'm going to have to remember that one.
Mm-hmm. Especially when I'm made out of wood. I really need to...
It doesn't apply.
It doesn't apply to you?
That doesn't apply to me, because I don't have hands.
Just have giant paws?
Yes, I have giant paws.
I guess
You
they're good enough
lucky
to...
bugger.
Nice to type on keyboards with?
Well, I mean, I have had to replace a couple of keyboards, since after you use them for a while, they start to get holes in them, in the keys. That, and I also really need to file my claws.
I was saying, you're not clipping your nails soon enough. Jeez. Gotta take you to the vet.
No. No, I don't go to the vet. I'm not a house pet. I live in the woods.
Oh, I'll take you out back, make you run around. Don't worry, I've got, like, no room in my backyard. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
And actually, ever since we moved to this house, my dog doesn't need her nails trimmed as much as she used to, because she actually is able to run around, because we actually have a backyard, finally. Original house was garbage, there was no backyard. So. I'm just now
It kind of makes...
I'm just picturing a dog now typing on a keyboard, and it's kind of cute in my head.
Yeah. Makes me wonder, though, because I want to move to Florida when I'm older, and I wonder if any of the houses in Florida have backyards.
Yes, I do.
They do?
Mm-hmm. You just have them fenced off, and if you have a pool, you have something over the pool. One for the mosquitoes and two for the crocodiles or alligators, whatever they actually have. Can I remember?
It's alligators.
Yes, they do have crocodiles, but they're endangered. You can kill alligators, but you have to have a permit because you need to know what the difference is so you don't accidentally kill the crocodiles because they're endangered.
Yeah.
My husband's from Florida.
It's odd how... I find it funny how so many people don't know the difference between a gator and a croc.
Well, if you look close enough, you can see it. It's just I can never remember which one's which. But I don't live there for reasons that are, I would probably not pay attention and get eaten by a crocodile or alligator.
Well, relatively speaking, alligators live in America and China. Crocodiles live in Africa, Australia, India, and a few other tropical places.
I'm just gonna stay up north where it's too cold for them to be here, and I don't have to deal with them.
Yeah. You can do that too.
Yeah. I'm okay with the cold. My husband told me...
I hate the cold.
I don't mind it, but I'm born and raised Canadian, so you kind of get used to it. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but, I mean, there's worse things. My husband, when he lived in Florida, his nephew was running somewhere, and he noticed a crocodile or alligator or whatever, and he just like grabbed the gator and like pushed its mouth closed and made his was hugging onto this thing and told his nephew to just like run, and he had to wait till the gator calmed down a little bit before he could let it go. He also had to do that for his dog.
Yeah.
His poor pug. His pug almost got ate too once. I'm like, yeah, this is why I live in Canada. We don't have gators here. It's safer. It might be cold. The cars might sometimes freeze, literally. Actually, at least it's not the territories where I've heard of cars being running and it's so cold that they freeze and stop running because it got so cold. Like, they will just turn off because whatever, the oil froze or something froze. That's just too
That
cold.
must be annoying.
But that's in the territories. That's really far north. That's like you're going to go see Santa north.
Oh.
Yeah.
And here I am in the middle of January in America. They gets frustrated whenever I go to open my car door and it won't open, even if it's unlocked.
Because it's frozen?
Yes.
I assumed it wouldn't open because you don't have opposable thumbs.
No, that's not the reason. I don't even open it with my hand. I open it with my mouth.
Now I'm picturing a dog with a giant sword in his mouth. Okay, sorry. Which is a thing.
It's not a sword. It's a door. It's a door handle.
Yes, but that would. Okay, look. I'm pretty sure I have ADHD. My brain's kept a few beats, and now it's picturing from one of the Souls games. There's a wolf that actually has a sword in his mouth, and that's what went through my head.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's actually a boss you have to fight. Is a giant. It's either a wolf or a dog, and you have to fight it, and it has a sword in its mouth, and it's just like. I kind of like that, but I also know the backstory, so I kind of hate that.
Well, I don't want to make waves here, but I'm pretty sure they based that character off of my second uncle. He was really into samurais.
Maybe. I mean, it is Squaresoft. Who knows where they get their ideas from? They just follow your family around and just write notes. Oh yes. That wolf is holding a sword. Okay, so that'd be a good one. That one is getting into a cart. We don't have cars. We can't do that one.
See, I don't know any of the lore. I just play as Ivy.
Play as Ivy?
Sorry, I need to learn how to do what?
I said I don't know any of the lore. I just play as Ivy.
No, sorry. I'm looking at September. She said something about me.
Lone Wolf needs to learn how to polymorph. Change shape.
Oh, yeah. I'm not a werewolf.
No, but polymorph is a spell. Dragons can change from human to dragon to sheep to wolves. It's just shape-shifting.
Oh, wow. I'm completely unfamiliar with that game, so I didn't know.
Well, kind of sort of a D&D reference, but not really.
Oh, okay.
I'm a nerd. I know what I am. I embrace it.
I'm a nerd too, but I'm a Star Wars nerd.
Ah, yes, they definitely would not have polymorph in Star Wars. Use the Force?
I don't think the Force allows you to shapeshift, but
I was just now picturing you as a wolf opening the door with the Force as a wolf.
oh wow.
My brain is weird, but also that'd be pretty badass. Just click. Okay, I don't have to get and just keyboard clicking with the Force. We don't have to go through keyboards anymore.
That would be sick.
That'd be cool. How many mouses do you go through?
Well, I mean, I have the type of mouse that's integrated into the, for my laptop, I have the mouse, the touchpad.
Yeah.
So sometimes they'll just have like mini scratch marks across the touchpad. And sometimes if I rub it too much, it'll have a big gash right around the middle. And that's when I usually have to get a new laptop.
Maybe you can replace a part.
Oh.
Though
I didn't know I didn't know I could do that.
To be fair, I probably would just plug in a new one. You have USBs. I actually have a trackball mouse of all things. Well, the ones where the
Oh, those are fun.
my desk isn't very big, so if I had like one of those proper mouses that you move around, it would very quickly become problems. So I got a trackball mouse, so I don't actually ever have to move my mouse. But I don't like the touch screens. Like it always feels weird on my fingers, so even when I have a laptop, I always seem to grab a mouse of some sort. Maybe I'm just old. Probably just old.
I only appreciate touchscreens when I'm reading a story, and I like to zoom in on the text so that it's easier to read.
Yeah, yeah. I've had a few where I've read them like, I can't read that. Zoom. Yeah. Now I can read it.
But then there are some stories that can't be read because of, the way they're written.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've run into a few of those.
Yeah, so have I. That's partly the reason why I decided to read creepypastas instead of stories from Reddit.
Yeah, I get that. The major thing I do when I click on, before I even read a story at all, if it's one giant ball, like one giant thing of text, and they got no paragraphs, no spacing whatsoever, I'm like, nope, not even gonna read it. No. I can't do that. I think I've only taken one story and I went through and manually did it myself, but that's because it was actually a really good story. It was well written, but they just didn't do the paragraph part of it for whatever reason, but I was surprised at how well it was.
Yeah. I've had to do that a couple of times myself. But it was nice to go to the Creepypasta wiki and see that there were a bunch of stories that were well written, that you didn't need to ask permission for, that were up for grabs.
Yeah, there's hundreds on there, maybe even thousands. I have it also on my quick save board so I can get to it when I need to. There's so many stories on there, and I think they're still like gets updated constantly too, so it's really nice, and as long as you credit the people properly, they don't care. And some of them are even unknown.
Yeah.
Like there is no name.
Yeah. Yeah. I've come across a lot of those.
Yeah, it's just like
Although
written unknown.
Although lately I have been feeling sad that I'm running out of iconic pastas to read.
Oh, you're that, wow. Yeah, I saw you had, oh god, my brain's freaking blanking. The guy with the smile.
Smiling Man?
No, he cut his own mouth.
Oh, Jeff the Killer?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, yeah. Because like you said, it's the smile, and three things pop into mind. Either the Smiling Man, just Jeff the Killer, or Mr. Widemouth.
I'm just going to recite another piece of heresy for you kids. I know there's been a couple of reiterations, but the original Jeff the Killer story is absolute dog shit. And the only reason anybody knows about it is that picture is just so damn creepy.
To be honest, I didn't really care for it much myself because I found it a bit unrealistic.
Yeah.
I think the idea of 12-year-old kids wielding guns and knives sounds kind of like... Yeah. I feel like that you wouldn't really see that in the real world. And I don't know like how true that is because like I myself, not to, brag or anything, but I come from a relatively, well, not wealthy neighborhood, but safe neighborhood and, good neighborhood. Let's just put it that way. Not a poor place. So I haven't seen that much, violence in my life. So to me, the idea of young children, like around that age, holding firearms and knives or other types of weapons, to me is just like, what?
Yeah, not.
I kind of think Jeff should be like the Joker, where there's like several potential backstories, but like ultimately you don't really know who he is or how he became Jeff the Killer.
I don't know. I prefer to have a story
Oh no, there's stories. You just don't know which one's the true story.
Yeah, like for me, that would bug me because of my desire for closure.
You would hate the Joker. There is no closure with him. He refuses.
For me,
closure.
with all the DC characters, I basically just I don't really pay attention to DC all that much. But with the Joker, I tend to rely on the Batman 1989 movie as his origin story.
Yeah, well, they've also rewritten a few things. In the comics, to my knowledge, there's... I don't know how true this is anymore. They change things all the time. There's actually 3 Jokers.
Oh, really?
Yep. And one that does actually love Harley Quinn. The other 2 don't like her.
Mm.
So that's why he's so weird and bizarre, 'cause there's actually 3 of them.
That's why I don't like DC, because DC is constantly changing things. They're changing the facts and bringing characters back. Yeah, I don't like it.
They're trying to survive.
With Marvel, they tend to, they keep things in a story, and when something happens in that story, they stick with it.
Mm-hmm. DC used to, but ever since Marvel took off in the movies, they've been having troubles. Comic books have been struggling since the 90s, I believe. So they've been trying to kind of keep themselves afloat. Marvel kind of sort of lucked out by being bought. Well, originally they sold some rights and then they got bought out by Disney. So that's kind of helped them stay afloat. But for the most part, it's not been good for comics. But it's also made kids start reading comics too, with all this stuff. So I like Batman and Wonder Woman, but that's about it. The rest of the characters are a little OP.
I think Batman is my favorite, and I mostly like Batman because of the villains. I like the villain personas, especially the more popular ones.
Yeah, because he's got a lot of villains all the time. Joker was supposed to be a one-time bad guy, and he took off so well they kept him. Harley Quinn came in because of the animated series from the 90s. It was originally supposed to be Joker dressed up in drag. They deemed that too risque for a kid's cartoon, so they created a female character instead, and that's how we got Harley Quinn, in which she's one of my favorite characters. I love Harley Quinn.
Mallet.
I like the OG cartoon Harley Quinn. The redos are just weird. She looks like a weird, I don't know. I like the OG Harley Quinn the best. That one worked really well for me.
That's the exact Stuffy that I have sitting right in front of me is the OG with her hammer.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
And you say you don't like Pokemon, and I've got 2 Pikachus. I've got old school original fat Pikachu, and I've got the newer one as well. But I'm talking the original, the fat one is from back then, like that. I've had that since I was a little kid. September says, I do like Batman, but I love Harley. Everyone loves Harley. What's not to love about Harley?
You gonna ride your Harley, boss? Vroom, vroom. I can't
believe that got into the show. But to be fair,
I love it.
As an adult, I get it, but as a kid, you don't. Hey, Mr. J, you want to take your Harley for a ride? I can't do the accent either. She's got a Brooklyn accent.
I can't do it. That's a special kind of thing. But I didn't like Suicide Squad. I don't like the weird spin-off cartoon of Suicide Squad very much. The OG is where it is. And it's kind of a lightning in a bottle situation.
They had some amazing voice actress and actor talent in that show. And that movie was really good too. But
Mask of the Phantasm is a phenomenal film. Mm-hmm. But the problem is it's based on a kid's cartoon, and the movie is very adult. Not in its content, but it's not a beat 'em up. It's a genuine mystery. It's a genuine whodunit.
Yeah.
And I imagine part of the reason why it failed was just because nobody knew what to do with it. Because it's an animated whodunit. It's a genuine slow build mystery that talks about Bruce Wayne's feelings about being Batman through the lens of his relationship. Well, no fucking 9-year-old wants to see that shit.
No.
We want to see Batman punch mentally ill people. Like that's how it is.
Yeah,
so
that one was a little bit before its time. If that movie came out now, it would do fine. They know what to do with those kind of movies, but they didn't back then.
Well, if it's streamed, and so everybody had access to it. Back then, you had to go to theaters. Well,
yeah.
I mean, you don't know what to expect, and I'm guessing just seeing it through one time, a lot of people probably just didn't know what to make of it. Because, I mean, the only real reference we had to superhero movies at that time was the Tim Burton Batman, which is really zany and dark and violent, and the Joker has a lot of fun little toys and shit. And then the cartoon, which was, dark, but it was clearly for kids. And it was Batman punching mentally ill people. There's not really a mystery. You always know basically who's doing what, but then you have the Mask of the Phantasm, which is this very slow, insightful, character-driven drama where you actually have to pay the frick attention to understand the motivations of the characters and why everything fits together. And then, but of course, the thing about that movie is it goes from like 5 to 800 in like 10 minutes. Spoiler alert, where the lady who's the Phantasm fights the Joker. That whole thing where they're fighting in the theme park, that is one of the greatest fight scenes in any Batman movie ever. That is a phenomenal scene where he and the Joker just beat the living crap out of each other over an amusement park, over a like a science fiction amusement park?
It was
like a World of Tomorrow.
World of Tomorrow amusement park. Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
And they just beat the living bejesus, and then he blows the place up. Oh, that is such a beautiful scene. And then, what was supposed to happen? So the guy, the counselor who was the boyfriend of Bruce Wayne's love interest, Councilman Reeves, at the end of that movie, he gets injected with Joker venom. And what was originally supposed to happen was he becomes the Creeper. That didn't take off, but there's like an original script where he ends up being the Creeper, another DC, lesser-known DC superhero, vigilante type.
Apparently,
but that just didn't.
Dexter says, remind me not to go on flakes with this guy.
Yeah.
You're gonna get beat up. Don't go with Batman.
Yeah, well.
Or the Joker. Probably shouldn't go anywhere with the
Whenever
Joker. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, with the Creeper, I've never heard of the Creeper before, but when you said the Creeper, it just gave me a completely different image than what you were describing, and that's mostly because of Minecraft.
I associate the Creeper with Jeepers Creepers, but that's just me.
It's because you weren't raised on Minecraft. You don't understand. The Creeper's gonna creep.
Minecraft, is that some band you kids listen to?
Yes.
No, it's a game. Hey, Dexter.
That's one of those things that everybody got into, and I was at a point in my life, it just passed me by, man.
You can still play it to this day. It still exists.
I don't have time. I really don't. But it looks like fun. It definitely looks like fun.
Yeah. It's actually gotten a few new updates lately, but I haven't been up to date with them because I'm playing Minecraft 1.12.2 version with mods on it. So I'm currently stuck in that version with my mods.
That's fair. Yeah,
Yeah.
no one plays base Minecraft that I know of. I've tried. I've never enjoyed Minecraft. I get bored so fast. I'm like, okay, I got blown up by another creeper. Bye. Because they stalk me. They stalk me so bad.
Yeah. That's why they call them creepers.
Well, they actually go for me more than anyone else too. It's really weird. I hate creepers, and I just love the fact that it was a pig that he messed up and went, I can recolor that. We got
Yeah, that's what happened, right? Like, Jeb tried to make the pig, and then the model got all stretched out and glitched, and so they called it the creeper.
Yeah, he's like, huh? You know what? That'd make a pretty good mod. I'll make a creeper, and I'll make it explode. I don't know why he decided to explode, but yeah, it was originally supposed to be a pig. You know what? Creeper would almost be even scary if it still looked like a pig.
Maybe, I don't know.
It's just they're like a normal pig until you get close, and then they get up high and they explode on you. That would be creepy.
Yeah. Actually, I think there's something similar to that in one of the mods that I have in Minecraft that puts werewolves in the game. They look like regular people, but then at nighttime they turn into werewolves, and they're so hard to kill.
Oh frig! No, I'm good. I don't know. I'll go to the lava over here. I'll be safe. Because at least I'll be dead. I'm guessing you can't accidentally get turned into a werewolf either. It's probably not transferable.
Oh, they just kill you.
Darn.
Does anybody remember RuneScape?
I,
That's what we were into when I was young. And then I tried
RuneScape?
playing it for like 10 minutes, and then I got bored.
same.
That's some old school shit, kids.
I've never even heard of RuneScape.
Oh, dude, that was a thing way, way, way back in the day before God, even World of Warcraft was out.
Yep. That was one of the first
When was it
MMOs.
made?
God, early 2000s. We're talking about 04, 05?
I'll look it up.
Oh, okay, that explains it.
Maybe a little bit before then. And then WoW came and blew that shit out of the water. And then,
January
I don't know.
4th. January 4th of 2001 is when it first came out.
Oh, there we go. Oh, it's even older than I thought. Jesus Christ.
Yep. No, it's old school. It's almost as old as the internet.
That's what we used to play. But when did Minecraft come out? I must have been in college when that
2005.
popped up.
Oh, Minecraft?
Yes.
No, it was in 2005. I thought it was Warcraft that you were talking about. WoW, which was like 2005, 2004 for that one. But Minecraft was 2007.
It's come a long
Was
way
it?
since then.
Hold on. Oh, May 17th of 2009.
Yes, I was in college then. That explains it.
I wasn't.
Reminiscence.
Sorry, every time my furnace comes on, I'm like, that sounds really loud for some reason now. I'll have to do some digging after the stream. I'm very particular with
2009.
bar noise. Yeah, he doesn't even own it anymore, does he?
Microsoft owned it, and then Microsoft has it now.
Mhm.
Yeah, but Notch and Mojang used to own it.
Yeah, but they sold it a while back, didn't they?
Yeah, to Microsoft.
Mm-hmm. Man, made his money. They're doing weird stuff with it. They're adding a bunch of things. Like they added something underground now, mushrooms or whatever, like mushroom people.
I haven't seen that.
Nintendo should do.
I think there are camels now.
Yes, there are camels.
Yeah.
There are camels. Yep, and they'll spit on you.
Yeah.
Come on. You think of camel, you think of spit.
But like I said, I haven't seen it in a while because I haven't seen those updates at all because of my mods.
Mm-hmm. And the mods only work with certain things.
The guy who helped me set up the mods, he told, because I have to, you have to, if you wanted certain mods, I wanted certain mods, so they had me pick out a certain Minecraft edition because some of the mods won't work in specific editions. So they had me. They said like you'd be better off with 1.12.2, because that's like the mods that I wanted worked best together in that edition.
Fair.
Or version, I should say.
Yeah, that release, yeah. I don't know what the.
But I think the mods make Minecraft much more fun.
Oh, you're not wrong. Everyone prefers the mods. I don't know anyone who plays active base Minecraft anymore.
They call it vanilla Minecraft, I think.
Vanilla or base. I've heard both.
Yeah.
It's and WoW has the same thing. Like there's vanilla WoW, which is the original WoW without any of the expansions on it.
WoW, is that World of Warcraft?
Yeah. I played it when the elves. It was the first expansion they ever did. And then I played when they got the Ice Throne or whatever it was called. I played when that one came out, and then I hadn't touched it since. Well, no, I played it one other time after that, when they came out the pandas, and then I was done. I haven't touched it since. I realized afterwards I don't actually like MMOs. I was playing it to hang out with people I liked, and now it's no reason. It's just grindy, and I don't like being grindy. If I didn't waste my time.
Speaking of elves, there's actually a Lord of the Rings mod in Minecraft.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, I wanted to install it, but I couldn't find it.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it adds like a new dimension into the game, which is Middle Earth, and there's like various places you can visit.
You can go to the Shire?
That's one. I think that's the area that you spawn in.
Probably. I mean, all the books, series, both starts of the books start at the Shire.
Yeah. I haven't seen it in full, but there's like, from what I remember seeing in like Let's Play videos, there's like orc camps, there's elf trees, like tree houses, tree villages, there's dwarven mines, various villages with like, men and hobbits in them and stuff. There's like the Misty Mountains, there's the Dead Marshes, I think, among other things.
That does actually sound cool, just to walk through those.
Yeah. Oh, and also Mirkwood with the giant spiders.
Oh god, nope. I would stay away from that. Nope. I'm good.
They look like regular spiders. They look like regular Minecraft spiders, but with longer legs.
Ugh. Oh, okay, I'm good. Nope. Good. Nope. To this day, I played the original Baldur's Gate when I was really, really young. And I never said I was a good person. I was taking the thief to go into all the houses to steal all their shit. I'm not kidding you. And one of them had giant spiders in it. And I'm a little kid, and I didn't know about these giant spiders. To this day, every time I think of giant spiders, the graphics are not good. I will not lie. The graphics are horrible for nowadays. But to this day, I've played it since then, and I remember being right outside that house going, I gotta go kill the giant spiders. And walked
Then
in,
you
I was
probably
like,
shouldn't
"Ugh."
watch.
Probably shouldn't
Then you
watch.
probably shouldn't watch the third Lord of the Rings movie.
I'd probably be fine with that. It's weird. Watching movies and playing video games are different. Watching a movie is like watching someone else do something, so I don't react as bad. But when I'm playing a video game, I get fully immersed. I'm these characters. Now I'm fighting the spiders. Ugh. No, I'm good. And every fantasy game has giant spiders. What's with fantasy and giant spiders? Stop.
Yeah, I feel like that's like a given nowadays with fantasy games. You know, it's like spiders, trolls, and dragons.
Yeah. And not just any spiders, giant spiders.
Giant spiders, yeah.
When I was a kid, the thing that fucked my brain up was playing Ocarina of Time and the skull spiders, the Skulltulas.
Oh,
For some reason, when I was a little kid, those things just freaked me the frick out and just gave me a horrible feeling in my gut. I don't know why, but those things just gave me the heebie-jeebies.
I can get that. Yeah, no,
They make that sound.
They're creepy to this
"Ah,
day.
stop."
They're creepy to this day. Like, the graphics make those creepier. No, they're still creepy. It's just, spiders.
Or the eel from Mario, the Mario 64, the giant eel, where it's just like
That big black one.
It's a big purple one, and you're just hanging out in Mario Land, and there's bombs, and there's Koopas, and there's Goombas, and there's a giant fucking eel coming after you, and it's like, what is this? Why? Why?
It was hungry. It invaded the game and decided that Mario looked like a good snack. He looked like a snack. He was going to eat Mario. Maybe Princess Peach.
Italian food. There you go.
He wanted a little peach. He wanted a little Italian. It was all good. He had the Italian and the peach for dessert.
42.
Yeah.
If you ever, actually, this is for both of you guys. If you guys ever get into Minecraft, I know you said you're not into it, but if you ever get into it and you're looking for mods, I recommend you install, aside from Lord of the Rings, the Twilight Forest mod.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
Yeah. It's basically the way I played it. That was one of the mods that I installed, and when I played it, I remember thinking to myself, this is like my own adventure map.
Okay, that does.
Because that's what it was about. Because the way it's set up is there's like a different dimension where it's twilight all the time, like the twilight part of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And there's various biomes and things, and there's also a bunch of different bosses. There's hang on.
That would be cool, actually, because there's not
There's
very many bosses.
I'd say 8 or 9 different bosses in the Twilight Forest mod, and there's a specific order to how you defeat them. You can't defeat one boss until you defeat another one first.
Oh, so like Zelda, in a way.
Sort of, yeah.
You can almost go to any dungeon, but you need to do them in a certain order.
Yeah. And actually, the mechanics that make you do it in a certain order is actually very impressive. Quick example, one of the biomes is a swamp biome that you have to go to kill a Hydra. But before you go there, you have to defeat another monster called I think it's called the Twilight Lich. But if you go to the swamp before you kill the Lich, there's mosquitoes everywhere that will swarm you, and you'll die from hunger.
Oh, jeez.
But then if you kill the Lich first, then the effects are lifted, and you can go into the swamp and kill the Hydra.
That makes sense.
And also with the Hydra, it follows the traditional factor that all hydras have.
If you cut off one head, another one grows?
2 more, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, 2 more grows, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very fun.
That one doesn't
when
count.
I played it.
You got help. Sorry. It's just Hercules' trials went through my head, and it's the 10 trials of Hercules, but there's actually 12, and the way they made it work was basically the guy goes, "You got it. What doesn't count? You got help on that one."
So, but yeah, if you ever are thinking about getting Minecraft or getting the mods, I would recommend that one because that one was very cool.
It does sound interesting, actually. I don't know if I'll play, but I can keep that in mind. It said Twilight Forest, right?
Twilight Forest. That's what it is.
Okay. I can actually pass it on. There's people I know that do play Minecraft that might be interested in that one, so I'll pass that one on to them.
Yeah, if they're into fantasy, then I think they'll like it.
Oh, I know they're all into fantasy, so they most likely will like it. And
yeah,
they like to play together, so they probably could fight the bosses together too, and they probably enjoy that too.
Yeah, some of the bosses are actually pretty simple.
And I mean, in Minecraft, there's only 2 bosses in the whole thing. There's the Ender Dragon and the 3-headed skull thing. I can never remember the name of it. The Wraith?
Wither.
That's it.
Yeah. If you're thinking of wraiths, you might be thinking of wraiths. In that case, that's from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Oh, my brain's weird. Work right.
Yeah, but that's what I like about the Twilight Forest is that they add more bosses. Yeah. Because in Minecraft, I like to collect trophies, and with each boss that you kill in the Twilight Forest, you get their head as a trophy.
It also adds another challenge to the game too. That Minecraft is. I mean, it's about building and growing strength and all that stuff too. But also, why? Like, to me, it's why are you building these things if you're not going to go fight things? And the mods, at a certain point, when you get so powerful, they become no threat anymore. So
yeah.
And the last thing you want to do is summon that 3-headed wraith. Wither. Wither, because if you do not beat that thing, it will mess your world up badly.
Yeah.
That thing, it's dangerous.
That's why they say it's easier to kill the Wither by summoning it deep underground in a small area so that it can't get out into the open.
Yeah, and then it can't do nearly as much damage.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it get free on the surface, and the amount of devastation it does is quite astounding. It's just like, oh my god, why would you summon this thing? This is a terrible idea.
Well, because people want nether stars.
Oh, is that how you get nether stars?
Yeah, you kill the Wither and it drops a nether star. And then you can use a nether star to make a beacon, which gives you various enchantments.
And then you can go kill the Ender Dragon if you want, which I think just gives you XP, and that's about it.
It gives you XP and the dragon egg.
Oh, right, the dragon egg.
Yes. Although a lot of people will kill the Ender Dragon first simply because it's easier. Mm-hmm. Because to kill the Wither, you need to get 3 Wither skeleton skulls, and that is insanely hard. Yeah. Because the probability of a Wither skeleton dropping a skull when you kill one is like, well, I don't even know the numbers, but it's very rare.
That makes sense. Yeah, I can see that. And also it is also it's almost more difficult to fight anyways, because at least the Ender Dragon's stuck at the end. It can't come back to your world. You die, you know you're safe.
Yeah. Fortunately, one of the mods that I installed gave me a certain area that had Wither skeleton spawners in it. So I basically just camped out over by the spawner and killed a bunch of Wither skeletons until I got 3 skulls.
You're like, nope, okay, nope, Oh, there is one. No. This is your camp
That's
until
basically
you die.
what it was. Basically, that's what it was. Yeah.
Minecraft it's changed a lot, and the mod community has. I think because the mod community really latched onto it. I think it's one of the reasons it's lived so long. I don't think it would have made as long as it has without the mods that it gets. Same with Skyrim.
Oh yeah, I like Skyrim. I've played it. I have used to play it on my Xbox 360, but I haven't played it in a very long time. Partly because my Xbox 360 broke, and also because whenever I would play Skyrim, I wouldn't last very long because the visual effects would be so strong it would make my head hurt.
Huh.
So eventually I'd have to stop because I would be feeling nauseous.
Oh, fair. I know the modding community has really modded the crap out of that game too, and they've re-released it for like everything you can think of. Like Skyrim, they got their money worth out of Skyrim. 100% got their money's worth out of that thing. I think at a certain point it was all of us keeping Bethesda.
Bethesda?
Yeah. I was just seeing how many weird ways I could say it after that point. I think it's the one reason they stayed afloat for a little bit there. Because they did Vault 76 and that bombed on them. Fallout 4? Was it 4? Or was it 5?
I don't know.
There was the newest one where you can choose if you're female or male and you have a baby. That one did really good. And then Fallout 76. And then they haven't done another Fallout. And then, they recently just did a space game. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, Lady Spicari. I'm not sure what time it is there.
Hi, lady.
But apparently, from what I've heard, that space game's really good. I just haven't played it. I've been stuck on Baldur's Gate 3.
What's it called?
Oh God. Hold on, let me look. Starfield.
Oh, okay. I haven't played the game.
Yeah, it literally just came out as of September. It's apparently doing really good. From what I've heard. Even though I'm looking at a 3.2 star rating, but everyone I've heard that's playing it is really enjoying it, so.
Oh, have you ever heard of the Scatsberry?
No.
No? Oh my gosh. He is so funny. I'm only mentioning this because we talked about Skyrim, but he's a gamer and I don't know if he's still making videos. He hasn't made videos in a while, but he would do a lot of gaming videos for various games. Like I think he did Grand Theft Auto, he did Far Cry 3 and Far Cry 4, but he also did a lot of Skyrim videos. And what I love about those videos is that he has Skyrim on his computer.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a bunch of mods installed, but he also uses like cheat codes and other things just because he wants to. Mm-hmm. And so with all that data in the game gets a bit corrupted sometimes and it glitches out. So I love his reactions to the glitches because he has like one of those naturally sarcastic sounding voices. So he sounds so funny when he reacts to the glitches. He'll say something like Bethesda, this sucks, or something like that. And it's just so funny the way he says it.
It's just like,
I'm not doing him justice, but
you're the one who did it. Again,
yeah.
To be fair, Skyrim was pretty buggy.
I'm just trying to think of like a specific example. There's I think there's a Star Wars mod for Skyrim because in one of his clips he calls them Skyrim randomness videos. And in this one clip, he pulls out a lightsaber and kills someone with it, and then he goes, "Okay, if anyone asks, he was killed by lightning."
By my light stick. You mean lightsaber? No, it's a light stick, because that's not trademarked, guys. There's D&D game. There was a D&D movie that I watched. It was made by fans, and that was one of the things where it's like, they pulled these things out of a chest, and one of them was a lightsaber. And the guy's like, where did you get the lightsaber? It's not a lightsaber, it's a light stick, trademark, and it was in the chest. It's like, God damn it.
Oh my gosh.
And it's just a few times, like, where'd that come? The chest. He's like, where? From the chest. He's like, God, I should have said no. Should have said no. I should have said no. I should have just said no. It's such a good movie.
Yeah. I'm not really like a big gamer myself. I used to be more of a gamer when I had my Xbox.
It is easier when you have a console.
Yeah.
It's life easier. Then you know everything's gonna work on it. Maybe.
Yeah. I would mostly play Minecraft, and also I would play Call of Duty games with my brother. We would play 1-on-1.
I never liked Call of Duty. I think I played it one time. Someone, like, kicked my ass. I don't know which one it was anymore. And it was loading this whole time. And I'm like, I don't even know what the A button does. I play on PlayStation. This is also a 360. I don't know how to use this thing. He's gloating and laughing. And I'm like, okay, I'm done here.
Yeah, Cooper. We would play Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3. My brother and I would play 1-on-1 shoot 'em ups. So also sometimes we play like 2-on-2 with some friends. It was always fun.
Sorry, my brain went, where are those? I'm just kidding. That's my brain being stupid. What are friends? I don't know what friends are. I don't understand this situation. So the stream's about to come to an end. Is there anything on your channel that you wanted to shout out?
On my channel?
Yep, on your channel.
Well, I mostly just wanted to invite some people to come to my Halloween premiere. I'm going to try and premiere it on Halloween night, assuming everything works out and I get all my stuff together. Still waiting on a couple of people to send in their audio, but hopefully I'll put it together, and I'm going to premiere it on Halloween, probably around 6 p.m. EST. Although that's not like the official time because I haven't figured out exactly how long this video is going to be. But I assume it's going to be like maybe 2 or 3 hours.
Damn, that's a lot of stories.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it'll be that long, but you know, like I said, it's depending on how long, on how many, like how long each of the stories are. They're different times, they're different time lengths, and so when put together, they might be, you know, they group together.
Yeah, exactly. I get that. You never know how long it's going to be until you actually put it together. You can estimate, and every time I estimate, I'm like, I was off by a lot. How was I off by so much?
Yeah, like my last Halloween special was like 3 hours.
Nice.
3 hours long or something like that, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And that was like only 13 stories.
Wow.
Yeah.
Must have been nice.
Although granted, a lot of them were, yes, they were very big.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you were a part of it.
I think so too. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you played one of the, yeah, you were. You were one of the characters in Jeff the Killer.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. I do a lot of collabs. It's hard to keep track. I can never remember what I'm doing for my own collabs. For my own channel. Like, who did I ask for lines? This is why I have notes. Again, organized. Otherwise, everything be on fire, including the computer. Mr.
Nice.
R, is there anything you want to highlight at all?
I have a horrible comic on Webtoons called Through the Rye you can read if you really feel like it. I'm also going to be doing some art for the Horror Prompt group on Twitter. But that's about it for me.
Okay. So tonight is going to be true scary stories for my channel, and then not tomorrow, the day after, we'll be back to fictional stories, and then we're ending it on true stories on my for Halloween week. So it's just 4 videos this year. That's all I got. I can't do 7 videos at all. So but thank you everyone for joining us this evening. I hope you all have a good day. If you guys still want to keep watching a live stream, I know that As the Raven Dreams will be going live in about 10 minutes if you guys want to go check him out. Either way, I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you next Friday. Bye!